Revenue limit is what you get from the state and state aid, plus what you're allowed to levy in property taxes. And there's a limit on that, okay? The limits were set back in the 1990s. It's where it is. It's been there for 25 years. But that is the amount of money that basically our state says an average kid in any school system gets, okay? And in the Milwaukee Public Schools, that's $10,261. In the Elmbrook School District, that's $11,568. I won't make you guys do the math in your head. That's $1,307 more per pupil. That means in the Milwaukee Public Schools, my kids are worth $1,307 less than they are in Elmbrook. I have about 70,000 kids in Milwaukee Public Schools. If I multiply that number by 1,307, I get about $106 million annually. Do you know what Milwaukee Public Schools could do with that $106 million annually? I mean, I envision libraries in every one of our schools that are open every day of the week, not just the one day a week that the librarian can get there. I imagine, I come out of the career and technical education world, I imagine beautiful health career and engineering labs and art teachers and music teachers in every school with $106 extra million a year. And I don't mean to pick on Elmbrook. Fox Point, the per pupil cost is, the per pupil limit is $13,577 per pupil. That's $3,316 more than that kid is worth in the Milwaukee Public Schools. Now, I'm looking at your faces. I don't think anyone thinks this is a good situation. Our children should be worth the same no matter where they are. Our children should, by our state standards, our children should be worth the same. I'm a little difficulty with saying that this is a program that has a 20% performance problem. And I have a, let me just finish, okay? Because, you know, I have a long list of, you know, of schools where, you know, daughters of our fathers who mismanaged their funding so badly they couldn't provide transportation for the children while their CEO is making six figures, or the Life Skills Academy that closed in the dead of the night in the middle of the year, forcing students and their families to scramble for a new school while that school's managers were living in a 5-bedroom, 3.5-bathroom house. Or Travis Academy that received $4.6 million in 2014 with their CEO making over $200,000 a year, and 2% of the students were reading on grade level and 3% were doing math. King's Academy is a great example. They started as a voucher school, then they went to be a city charter, but their performance wasn't up to par, so they went back to being a charter, so they wouldn't have, went back to being a voucher, so they wouldn't have to be accountable. We have a big problem here.